Krishna Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swavadanti Gana. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So first of all, I offer pranams to our Gurudev, Vishnupad Sri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj, our Shiksha Guru, Student Swami Sri Gaura Govinda Gosai Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta Madhusudan Gosai Maharaj, all the devotees who are upstairs but still, despite living in the temple, do not come for Harikatha. Give pranams to them also. Right? They deserve a special mention. So, Upadesamrta. So, yesterday we heard three level. First, how I can develop affection for the Vaishnavas. We heard Dadati Pratikriyati Guryamakati Prichati Bhukte Bhojayate Cheva Sadvidi Priti Lakshan. 6 loving exchanges with the Vaishnavas. But whom should I do it with? Who should we have loving exchanges with? Therefore, how to distinguish between Kanishta, Madhyamanutam, Krishneti Yashigiritam Manasadriyeta, Dikshesti Chet, Pranatitam Bhajanam, Pranitivscha Bhajantam Isham, Susrusyo Bhajanam Vigamananya Anandindadi Sunyavidi Ipsita Sangalab. Who takes Diksha, who chants Harinam chants Harinam, I respect them in the mind. Who's taken real Diksha in the transcendental sense. To that Vaishnava who's chanting with Sambandha Gyan, I give pranams. But I should give my life, surrender fully to the Uttam Bhagavat who has no obstacles in bhajan. Therefore they can remove obstacles for us if we listen to them. Right? If we listen to them, they can remove all obstacles. If we don't listen to them, they cannot help us too much. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Brahmande tarite shakti dara jane jane eved purana gaya jivasuni. One Vaishnav can liberate the entire universe. Then I said to Didi, why the universe is not liberated? She said, because nobody listening. If everyone in the universe listened to the instructions of the Vaishnavas, all would be liberated. So all this we heard, we get one instruction, but not follow. In the Bhushan Prabhu told a nice story. Remember about the marriage? I told a little strange, but anyway. Everyone was in a marriage party. Can you move this? Can you tie that up? Need to see in the Bhushan's lotus face. Okay. There was a marriage party, and everyone was on the boat. In the morning it will dock and the marriage party would arrive. Auspicious time was fixed. So the captain of the boat, he brought the guests on. So they hoisted the sail, the rowers were rowing. But inside, the people on the boat enjoying, dancing, drinking, ha-ha, hee-hee. All night passed. And when they came, they saw we have not moved 1 inch. Of course, they were upset. The marriage is destroyed. Then they questioned the captain, what you're doing? Captain was also bewildered. Sir, we are not lazy men. You see the perspiration. All night we are rowing. We cannot understand. So quarrel was there. Why we haven't moved? What's going on? Then someone on the shore. You guys forgot to lift the anchor. So much hard work. But not lifting the anchor means keeping your independence. Keeping independence. So stuck in one place. So we heard Kanishthadikari, Madhyamadikari, Uttamadikari. With what vision should I have of the Uttamadikari? Or even Uttamadikari, even Madhyamadikari we should see like this. Krishna says in Gita, Apichet suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhaksaro sarubhyeva hi mantavya samyak vyavasati hisa. Even if my one-pointed devotee engages in abominable activity, Krishna says, I say he is a sadhu. When Krishna says something, who will oppose him? He will quickly become righteous, established in Dharma. Arjuna declare, my devotee never perishes. Even sadhak we have to see with transcendental vision. Some deviation, some defect is there, cannot change them. Because they are one-pointed. Even in dreams they never take shelter of karma or dhyan. That is the definition of the Ananya Bhakta. So if we criticize even a Madhyamadikari for their faults, we will fall down. What to speak of Uttamadikari? There's a famous story I was thinking last night. Discussion was going on. Bhagavatam says, Kasyanu bhavasya na deve vidmihi twadagri renu charana spasya. We don't know what activities Kaliya did that he could get the foot dust of Bhagavan on his head. Vajito Sri Lalana Achara Drita Tapo. Even Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, could not get, despite performing tapasya for a long time. So what did Kaliya do that he could get? Even Lakshmi could not get. So there's a story in his previous life, Kaliya was a king. So some drought was afflicting the land. So someone said, it's the fault of the king. If king is perfect, there's no trouble for the citizens. Like when Ramchandra was king, Rajaram. They called it Ram Raja. There was no untimely death, no disease, no sinful activity. The rains would come perfectly. There was no deviation of the seasons. Everything was perfect because king was perfect. When Yudhisthira was king, same. When Donald Trump is king, and people wonder why. Kings should be perfect. So some fault is there in the king. The king said, how can I be purified? Then all the brahmanas, sadhus said, Maharaj, all the scriptures say nothing is more powerful than the foot-bathing water of the Vaishnava. Vaishnav Padaduli, Vaishnav Padajal, Vaishnaver Bhukta, Avishishte Etina Sadan Bhav. Foot dust of Vaishnav, foot-bathing remnants, foot-bathing water of the Vaishnav, and the Mahaprasad of the Vaishnav. This gives so much purification, so much strength. Where's a sadhu? They said, oh, there's one sadhu, he lives in the hole of a tree. So they went there. The king went with his ministers, soldiers. They had pitchers of crystal clear water, soft towels, golden basins. King. They came to the sadhu, Maharaj, please be merciful to us, fallen souls. We wish to serve you, we wish to serve your lotus feet. So the sadhu, he stuck his lotus feet out of the hole. He had leprosy of the feet. There you go, boys. So the king was mortified. But what to do? So he bathed the water. He couldn't bring himself to drink it. Some little crusty bits were there floating in the water, you could imagine. He could not drink. He could not drink, bear the thought of drinking that water. So the water he sprinkled on his head. Then the sadhu cursed him. You look outside very nice, but inside you are full of envy of Hari Guru Vaishnava. No, you are seeing me with material vision. Therefore, I curse you, become a snake. Right? Snake looks very nice outside, but inside full of poison. Become a snake. The king began weeping. Forgive me, Maharaj, forgive me. Then the saint said, well, at least you put it on your head. So I bless you, Supreme Lord will dance on your head. You'll be liberated by the footprint of Hari himself. Kali's life. So this is like extreme example, but some defect is there. Defect may be there. Low birth, some character flaw, uneducated or angry, easily angered or whatever, like Durvasa Rishi or... No. Can you turn that off? Who turned it on? It's a bit noisy. But you concentrate, these defects cannot affect their transcendental nature. And if you concentrate on the defects, you will be deceived, you will be cheated. No. So, anyway, many stories we hear of Bhagavan, the sadhu. One time Durvasa Rishi, famous. He only had one wife, but he burned her to ashes. Very angry. Because partial expansion of Shiva. That story is there, the son of Atri Rishi. Anusuya. So one day he came to Dwarka. Then, if you serve him and please him, he gives big benediction, like he gave to Kunti Devi. I give you this mantra, any demigod you think of will give you a son. So by that, and Kunti was just a child, young girl, does it work or not? So as a test and joking, she thought of the sun god and chanted the mantra. Who came? I will give you a son. Kunti was mourned, I am unmarried girl, how I cannot do, I was just joking. The sun said, God said, but I am controlled by this mantra. I have to give you a son. All the other demigods are laughing at me. I am being rejected by a mortal woman. So in this way he gave her a son. That son was Karna. So Durvasa's benediction is very powerful. Of course, Duryodhana pleased him. But Duryodhana, instead of asking something good for himself, go and destroy the Pandavas. So Durvasa came to Dwarka. You know the story? He came to Dwarka. Then Durvasa would fast. His nature, he would fast 4 days, 5 days. Then in the middle of the night he would ask for some food. Like that. So Krishna would personally wake up and make what he wanted, kheer. He made kheer. Durvasa ate some and kept the rest for lunch. Then he said, I want to visit the city of Dwarka. Take me on a tour. So Krishna brought his own chariot, but Durvasa said, I will not, no horses should be used. Rukmini should pull the chariot. Imagine Rukmini, the goddess of fortune. Oh, Batu has come. How auspicious. So Rukmini was harnessed. Imagine, who would harness their own wife to the chariot? Very demeaning. But Krishna did, and Rukmini also. She was pulling the chariot. Durvasa Rishi was saying, faster, faster. So Krishna was giving some encouragement to Rukmini with the whip. Not said he beat her, but still. But Durvasa Rishi was not happy enough. He said, take this kheer and put it on the head, your head and body, and Rukmini's head and body. So Krishna did. Imagine the remnants of someone on your head and wife. But Krishna did without pride. Then Durvasa Rishi for some reason became angry. He ran away. Then Krishna followed him, catching his feet. Please Maharaj, we could not satisfy you. No, you are a great personality. Please be kind like this. So humble. Then Durvasa's heart melted. Oh Krishna, I was testing you. Who could do like this? Who is free from any idea, my wife, my... Only you can do this type of Krishna. Only you are fully free from false ego. No? But the kheer you forgot to put on the bottom of your feet. Who would remember that? Right? So even though Durvasa so much disrespect Krishna, Rukmini in front of everyone, right? But Krishna showed how to tolerate, how to give respect. So like this we learn. So some defect you may see in Siddha, perfected soul, apparent defect, we should use that word. Even in a sadhak, if you see some fault and you criticize, you will have to suffer. Chaitanya Bhagavat is given the history. There was one Brahmin, school friend of Nimai, school friend. So very close. He had a lot of faith in Lord Chaitanya. He went, when Nimai took sannyas, he also went to Puri. Then one day he saw that the Lord was alone. Then confidentially he asked, Prabhu, please, I am very ignorant. Some things I cannot understand. I am not challenging, but out of mercy, please help me. I cannot understand Nityananda at all. I cannot understand his behavior at all. And he went through all the things that Nityananda did that were quite extraordinary. Nityananda chose betel nut. So in his commentary, Saraswati Thakur, he collected like 10 or 15 verses showing prohibited for a sannyasi to chew betel nut. Also he wears many types of jewels and gold, and he does not carry a danda, he carries an iron stick. What is this? And Saraswati Thakur gives like 10 sannyasis should only wear one cloth like this, very simple. So Nityananda also mixes with all types of persons. Then a sannyasi is forbidden from talking with this. No, but in a very humble way he asked. No. So Gurudev would say no. Any question you can ask from Guru or Vaishnava, but have to be in a very humble mood. One time Govind said, if I did something improper, would you say something? Everyone said, no. Then Govind said, that means none of you have affection for. So 2-3 times I asked Gurudev something he did I could not, and then very humbly, Gurudev, please forgive me. I could not understand why you did like that. Can you explain for me? Like very humbly, no? Then Gurudev explained, and it makes perfect sense. Something we could not think of. So anyway, even some defect is there, don't give importance to that. You will just deceive yourself. Like the Ganga has so many bubbles, mud and other things in it. Still the Ganga is always worshipful. So how much Rupa Goswami giving practical advice, Upadesamrta. So what is my sadhana? In the association of Vaishnavas, what should I do? No. How should I behave? So Sat Krishna Nama Charatadi Sitapya Vidya Pitopi Tapta Rasanasana Ruchikanu Kintu Adarad Anudinam Kaluseva Justad Swadvikramad Bhavati Tad Galamulahan. Now that is verse 7. Sugar candy, very sweet, but that tongue which is afflicted with jaundice, it appears very bitter. And that is fact. I know I told the story, but Sadhu Maharaj was telling his childhood leelas, so I should tell one. When I was in Pakistan many years ago, I had jaundice. And I went to the hospital, and doctor said, drink 7-Up. He told me, drink 7-Up. So, okay. I remember the first bottle I drank, then I spat it out. I was like, and I was thinking, this is Pakistani 7-Up? What is wrong with this? So foul taste. Then I realized problem is not with the 7-Up, problem is with the disease. So Krishna's name, very sweet, more than sugarcane juice. If you drink a lot of sugarcane juice, I could imagine there's some side effects. Diabetes, teeth fall out, but Krishna's name is not like that. No side effect. But still we find so much disinterest in it. Gurudev said, as soon as we hear Agyan Timarandaskya, that is the mantra for. And the mantra for waking up, Mahaprasada go. Gurudev said, as soon as we hear some prajalpa, ears prick up. Oh, what? Oh. Batu did? Oh, terrible. Then what did he do? Both ears prick up, hearing. But as soon as katha comes, right, no taste, no interest. So much unfortunate. So this especially this Sat Nama Rupa Charat Sat Krishna Nama Charatadi Stitapya Vidya. This Krishna's name, Gun, Rup, Lila, so sweet. Even liberated souls give up everything they cannot give up Krishna's name. No. Maharaj gave an example, Jagai Marai. They taste this intoxication, everything else they couldn't give up. So we are so much unfortunate, no taste. What to do? Should I give up? No. No. Kintu adarat, with respect. Chant with respect. No, kintu adarat. Guru Maharaj would say, imagine we bring a friend to our house. Sit. And then we go, we watch TV, we're on our phone, we go, and we don't talk to that friend. How long will he sit there? He'll feel bored and go. So we're inviting Krishna in our tongue, so give respect, think, remember. Don't chant inattentively. No. I think that is five kleshas, 5 types of obstacles in chanting Harinam. After the 16 anartas, after the 6 levels of anishtita bhajan, then there are 5 more obstacles. Lai, vikshept, apratipati, rasa swadan, and one more is there. That is big one, sleep. Oh, we all know that. Doing Gayatri, wake up a few hours later, thumb has turned blue, loss of blood. What mantra was I doing? No, so this is Loy Vikshept. Loy means sleep. Vikshept, chant with distraction. Distracted mind, we're all guilty of that. Apratipati, disinterest. Name is going, but sitting in class with no real interest, or in arti, doing because I have to do, otherwise no prasad, but no interest is there. Rasa swadan, remembering previous material enjoyment, and one more I cannot remember. So these obstacles. What to do? Kintu adadat, chant with respect, carefully. No. Actually, Gogma said many people not even chanting Mahamantra. If you listen to them, you can hear them. I don't know what they're chanting, but or many people not even chant full 16 words, 32. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. You can hear them. Half Mahamantra they're giving up. Every round. They're missing Hari Hari on the end. Or that means not chanting with attention. Some things we can do which will help us. When Gurudev would give Harinama, he said always chant near Tulsi. Chaitanya Bhagavat says Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would never chant away from Tulsi. Always he would chant next to the Tulsi plant. Chaitanya Bhagavat says wherever Lord Chaitanya went, there was always a man in front of him carrying a Tulsi plant. Always.
Why is it?
Too much affection for Tulsi. Too much you sit near Tulsi, your minds cannot go here and there. She has power, no? So Gurudev would also say, if mind is distracted, sit near Tulsi and chant. Gogamaj would, when he would tell devotees to chant in front of a picture of the deities. Chant in front of a picture of the deities. Then your mind will not go here and there. No? Kintu adarat, with respect, not neglectfully. Anudinam, and every day in a regulated manner we should chant. Okay, Ekadasi, we should all be doing 64 rounds on Ekadasi. Actually, we should be doing every day, but at least Ekadasi should make a little special effort. We should do a fixed number of rounds. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj said, who cannot finish their fixed number of Harinam is in a diseased condition of material life. Anudinam. Just see the example of Namacharya Haridas Thakur. He would live in Siddha Bakul. He was not allowed, he would not go in the Jagannath temple, put it that way. But every day Jagannath in the form of Lord Chaitanya would visit him and bring prasad. Imagine. Rup Sanatan also liked to live near Haridas Thakur. They liked his Sangha. Then Mahaprabhu came, Thakur was lying down. Oh, Haridas, what's happening? Everything okay? Haridas Thakur said, oh, my body and mind are okay, but I cannot finish my chant, I cannot chant my Harinam like this, therefore I cannot eat. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because without eating, without finishing Harinam, Gurudev would never drink a glass of water without finishing 32 rounds in the morning. I have not asked, but I can imagine Didi is saying, she wakes up 1 o'clock and chants. Anyway, Kosai. Kosai means what? Kosai means, yes. Anyway, subtle impressions of past deviations. So, then when Mahaprabhu himself bringing prasad for Haridas Thakur, he said, I cannot chant, do not deserve to eat, I have not finished my Harinam. Then Mahaprabhu said, but you are now perfected soul, no need to follow so strictly all these things. Then Haridas Thakur, oh Lord, please, I feel something. Give me one, I asking you one benediction. Very soon I feel you will leave this world, finish your pastimes. I do not want to remain in this world in your separation. So give me the benediction I can see, holding your lotus feet on my chest, and like a bumblebee fixed on your lotus face, I can leave the body chanting Sri Krishna Chaitanya. When Mahaprabhu heard that, Mahaprabhu was shaking. Oh, Haridas, how can it be like that? But Krishna is very kind. So how determined he was to chant his Harinam. Right, Chama? Still awake there? Oh, okay. I'll just leave her there. So anyway, by speaking this, we should become also determined. So, Kintu Adada Danudinam, in a fixed manner, with respect, chant Harinam. Then all these obstacles, sleep, loy, viksep, distracted mind, rasa swadan, enjoying, thinking of, absorbed in, like past disrespect, sometimes like a tidal wave, like anger or lust come like big waves. This is rasa swadan. This is kosai, viksep, distracted mind. The 6 stages of unsteady devotion. Sometimes too much enthusiasm. I forget them all. Utsahanamai, Ganatarala, Vyudavikalpa, all these 6 stages of unsteady devotion. So we'll have to do some struggle for that. We'll have to do some struggle to become free. And easiest ways, Bhaktivinoda Thakur discusses in what's the easiest way to become free from 10 aparad, das nam aparad? Sit with a Vaishnav who's chanting Shuddhanam. You never see Didi like dozing off in the middle of a round or checking the phone halfway through. In the morning when she chants, forget the world. Sometimes someone could be dying in the morning. That fixed time reserved for Krishna. So anyway, how we can watch and learn how much affection chanting. Like when I first met Gurudev, that's what struck me. How he's drinking the name. Drinking the holy name. So if we can get some good fortune, we can watch a Vaishnava, how they chant, how they're absorbed, how they chant with affection, then some feeling will rub off on us. No? And tomorrow's last class. So what we're doing in Vrindavan, Tadnamarupa Chadatati Sukhitananu Smritiro Karamena Rasana Manasini Yojam Tistan Braje Tadanuragi Jananugami Kalam Nayadakilam Iti Upadesamrta. What's the essence of all advice, Shamlala? Be in Braj. If we cannot live in Braj, we should always remember Braj. Sometimes people would say, Gurudev, my mind wanders in Harinam. Gurudev said, very nice. Sometimes it can wander to Radha Kund, sometimes to Seva Kunj, all these places we go. But don't let the mind wander out of Vrindavan. Problem is we're living in Vrindavan, but mind is in Bristol or some other place. So be in Braj. If you cannot live here physically, then you should live there by mind, no matter where one lives. No? And one should be in the association of Rasik Vaishnavas. We have everything here. What more we have? And we are so stupid. I'm not taking advantage. We are not taking proper advantage. Bhagavan give us everything. We have no job, no time pressures. Krishna give us so much time in this life, but still we are wasting. So be in the association of Rasik Vaishnavas. No? And spend one's old time Tadnama Rupa Charitadi Sukirtan, doing kirtan of Krishna's name, form, qualities and pastimes. And which way I will do Smrityo Kramena, there's a kram, a sequence. Madhavi, don't sleep. There's a kram. First do kirtan, then you can remember. Like Gurudev would say, when we sing in the morning, when we sing Yasomati Nandana Brajobarana, Yasomati Nandan, when we say do kirtan, Yasomati Nandan, Yasoda Nandan, then automatically comes thoughts of Yasoda, her relation with Krishna, her affection, automatically comes by kirtan. So Smaran follows kirtan. That is Gaudiya Mat. Gurudev, many times you see people would chant Harinam during Kirtan, Guru Maharaj become too much angry. Sometimes he would confiscate people's malas. He would say in Navadvip Parikram, collect all the malas from the brahmacharis and sannyasis. 6 days no need to touch your malas, 6 days just to Kirtan. He would say like that. If anyone would chanting on their beads doing Kirtan, Guru Maharaj is very dissatisfied. Because Kirtan is more powerful than Japa. Haridas Thakur told. Mahaprabhu asked him in Nam Chintamani, Haridas Thakur said, 100 times more powerful than Japa is loud Kirtan. No. Now we're going to Delhi. There'll be the usual customers hiding in their room. I'm sick. But Prasadam, they'll be there on time, don't worry. I'm working. Actually, we all have a little aversion. But Didi said, I remember, she goes, that person who goes on Harinam Sankirtan has so much Sukriti. I remember that fully changed my mind towards Harinam. Who goes, huh? Collects or has so much, who goes on loud Harinam Nagar Sankirtan, Didi said, that person has a mountain of Sukriti. For the third time. Anyway, if he doesn't have, he goes, he'll collect it. But someone who wants to go, they have also collected. But we always think, yeah, that's for ISKCON, that's for the neophytes. I'm advanced, the Vaishnav. But that, Didi said that fully changed my mind towards Harinam. I remember, I was like, what? I was thinking the opposite. The neophytes who have no Sukriti, they have to go on Harinam. But who goes on Harinam, Didi said, unlimited Sukriti, unlimited Sukriti. Right, Chamala, ready?
Yes.
Yes. So loud chanting Kirtan, that gives smaran, that gives remembrance. And which way I will serve? No, according to one's ruchi. Of course, by doing this Satkrish, by having taste in Harinam, one crosses the stage of Namabas and comes to the stage of Sudanam. So in the stage of Sudanam, then this verse number 8 then applies to them. Right? Sudanam means with ruchi, with taste. Why you have taste? Because you have a relationship. Gogmaj gave a nice example. He said, you read the newspaper, 500 dead in Tehran. Who cares, right? I don't know anyone in Iran. Next page. Right? 3,000 dead in Pakistan. Next. Where do you live? 10 dead in Bay of Plenty. What? We read something in the newspaper about our area, then so much, what happened? Because relationship, then so much ruchi, so much interest, so much taste. So when Sambandha Gyan awakens in the heart, then this all for them, so much ruchi. And according to one's ruchi, 4 ways of service in Braj, Das, Sakya, Vatsalya and Madhur Ras. Amongst one, a particular ruchi will come. Those in Madhur Ras, I want to serve like Rupa and Rati Manjari serve. I want to serve like Nanda Yasoda serve. I want to serve like Sridham, Subal serve. I want to serve like Raktak, Patrak, the servants of Nanda Maharaj, Dasya Ras. So, always especially eager to hear topics in relationship to one's specific ruchi, one's specific taste. And we'll finish here. We'll hear from Pujapad Sadhu Maharaj. Gokarmanandi.
Gyananchana Shalaka Chakshurunmilitam Yunam Tasmin Sri Gurave Gurashindraya Radhike Sadave Krishnaya Shri Chaitanya Manopishtam Stapinam Yena Bhutale Svarupadamaya Vidaki Swapadantikam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Is this? Okay. So we're hearing from the Nectarian Upadesamrta from Srila Rupa Goswami, Nectar of Instruction. We just heard 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, beginning of 8th verses. So these 8 verses correspond to the level of sadhana bhakti. Then tomorrow we'll hear the synopsis of 9th, 10th and 11th, that is already bhava and prema bhakti. So 3 stages of devotion, sadhana, bhava and prema. In sadhana, chanting of the holy name is most important activity, most important limb of bhakti. That's why so much importance is given, so much we're discussing nama tattva, so much we're discussing chanting as a main process of abhideya. Abhideya means achievement of supreme goal. The abhida means that goal, and abhideya is the way to achieve. So Srila Rupa Goswami is actually the acharya of abhideya. Those devotees who visited Govindaji, one of these days we went to underground bhajana kutir of Srila Rupa Goswami, just in front of the deity of Yogamaya, his deity. He was chanting. That's also the place where Govindaji was discovered. So therefore Srila Rupa Goswami is giving those instructions. I was looking through the great book by Srila Gurudev today, Essence of All Advice. Actually, that is the his classes in San Francisco and Badger. Yes, San Francisco and Badger, back in '97. Then presented as a book, amazing book. If you haven't read, please read The Essence of All Advice. So Gurudev is giving very, very valuable instructions. So he's saying, Srila Rupa Goswami was commenting on verse number 5, Krishneti yasi giritam manasadriyat. He's saying Srila Rupa Goswami was writing only whatever he had realized. He had actually realized that, and he was writing. And nowadays, so many people write so many books. Gurudev is saying in a funny way, when a devotee writes a book, but about, Shukadev Goswami, but he may have 4 girlfriends, or a lady can present a book about Haridas Thakur, but she has 4 boyfriends, like this. So this is called non-realized knowledge. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada was calling that kind of so-called knowledge as vomiting, the vomiting, the вырыгивание нереализованного знания, осознанного знания. So, of unprocessed food, that's it, unprocessed. You take something, you chew, you don't like, as we were hearing, Krishna tiyase giritam manasadriyata. I'm sorry, we were hearing Syat Krishna nama chiridadisitapya vidya in that 7th verse. So it sounds like a terrible, 7-up Maharaj was telling Pakistani 7-up. But we're thinking, oh, this is great nectar. We're thinking, so what we're feeling and what we're thinking is a great gap. So how to avoid that? Maharaj was saying a very nice thing. He was saying, chant together with pure devotee, both kirtan and japamala also. So when Srila Gurudev was in Mathura long ago, he was not allowing devotees to sleep during daytime. In India it's quite a revolution. Everybody goes to sleep, after lunch somehow or other. It's very nice silent time. No noises in the street, you can concentrate. So Srila Gurudev used to take all the brahmacharis in the temple room, sit them down and chant with them. Gurudev was chanting and all devotees were chanting. Japa retreat we can call. So that's real japa retreat. Nowadays devotees doing japa retreat, but well, not much effect because no pure devotee involved. But Srila Gurudev was doing that retreat. And he was speaking also. He was sitting all brahmacharis down 4 times a day, early in the morning, later in the morning, early in the evening and later in the evening. After Arati, after Gayatri, there would be Harikatha again before Prasad, 8 to 9. And Gurudev would speak 4 times a day. So that was really, really, really giving them spiritual life, means sadhana, bhava and prema. So if we're very sincere, if we're very simple, and very, very easily, very quickly we can progress, very, very quickly. Then those clashes Maharaj was speaking about will be passed through very quickly. We will not even be thinking of them in a little while. So Srila Gurudev is saying in that book, Essence of All Advice, don't remain Kanishtadikaris. Kanishtadikari is a very vast platform with many types of levels. And nowadays, well, there are Madhyamadikaris, but also not so often we can meet. So I think I will not make a mistake if I say that mostly devotees we see are Kanishtadikari. They belong to that category. Even those who position themselves as acharyas, great preachers, and having so many followers, orchestras, elephants, camels, and all types of processions, and this and that and this and that. That is unfortunately within the scope of Kanishtadikara. Maybe that devotee is afflicted by, what's that called? Tarangarangini, one of the types of Anishtina Bhajana Kriya. In Mathurya Kadambini you can see that. So Maharaj was mentioning some of them, but one is Tarangarangini, you still balancing on the waves of what's that? Slava и почести, honor and prestige. So you speak very nicely and you quote a lot of Shastra, and many devotees say, oh, Maharaj, your Harikatha is so wonderful, and the way you sing, and they make a mistake. Oh, definitely, they whisper between themselves, definitely is Uttama, definitely is Mahabhagavat. So that is actually what? That is called aparat, that way of thinking. By thinking that, by saying that to that Vaishnava, they commit also Vaishnava aparat. They call Vaishnava something he is not. How do they know? Even, I think Maharaj was remembering how he was saying to Gurudev, Gurudev, you are Mahabhagavat. How do you know? Oh no, a different Maharaj, not you. He was saying to Gurudev, Gurudev, you are Mahabhagavat. Gurudev said, how do you know I'm Mahabhagavat? How do you know? Like humbly he was saying. But also he was pressing what? Pressing on the realization factor. realization factor. So, if we really try, if we really surrender, then Gurudev will make us Bhagavats. What to speak of years, even days, like on pages of Jaiva Dharma, so many heroes. But these heroes, one after another, become Uttamadhikaris. It's an amazing book. By the end of the chapter, they become Uttamas. Remember, from chapter 1, from that Sannyasi Thakur, he was still a Mayavadi, Sannyasi, Brahmavadi, whatever. But then he became Vaishnava, and very, very quickly Uttama Vaishnava. He started from Bhava, actually. Because the following morning, Babaji Maharaj was addressing him as one possessing spiritual body. Hey Sakhi. Or female friend. Yes, Manjari. So, hey Sakhi said Sakhi. So, that is very realistic, so we have to have faith. And from that faith, following will come. And following means hearing and serving. Hearing and serving, these two things. So, that will be the way of realization. So, another story Gurudev told, I want to retell quickly and finish, of Maharaj Yudhishthir. Maharaj Yudhishthir, on the battle of Kurukshetra, received the order of Krishna, just say, Ashwatthama is dead. Ashwatthama is dead, the great warrior, the son of Drona, yes. Dronacharya. So, that was very necessary. Krishna wanted Yudhishthira to do, but Yudhishthira was thinking, no, I'm following Dharma. I'm top truthful. So, I will speak only whatever I've experienced. So he said to Krishna, I cannot see Ashwatthama is dead. I can see him still fighting on the battlefield. So how can I say if I haven't realized that? Well, seemingly that's the right approach. But Gurudev was saying no. Gurudev was saying no. So what Yudhishthir did, he said, he arranged for the conch to blow at the moment where he would say the elephant. So Krishna told Bhima to kill Ashwatthama the elephant. There was an elephant called Ashwatthama also. So Bhima did, and after that Yudhishthira said, Ashwatthama is dead. So somebody blow the horn, the conch. Yes, thank you, definitely, a bit after. Maharaj still wants me to do the sounds. Okay, I'll do. Ashwatthama is dead. Was not loud enough. Yes. Oh, that is the right sound. That's what happens when you ask the author of the idea to do that in an ideal way. Right. So then, Yudhishthira, Gurudev was saying, Yudhishthira actually committed an offense. Because he didn't trust Krishna's word. And if Krishna is saying black is white and white is black, don't think, accept. Not blindly, but wholeheartedly. And in a very, very creative way, act accordingly. That is the way. So that leads to the realization. So Srila Gurudev can tell us, you will become pure devotee. So Gurudev was saying, I want you to become pure devotee. He was capturing devotees and I want you to become this and that and this and that. I want you to become pure devotee. He was saying. And some devotees were not believing. So that is the fault of Yudhishthira. I know by my realization I'm not pure now, and by my personal estimation I can say that it's not realistic for me to be in such and such amount of years or lifetimes even. Gurudev said become, so why not becoming? That is it. Okay, so I don't want to take time from the next speaker, who will be probably Indu Bhushan Prabhu today. Yes. Yes, please take one asana. Shri Upadesamrta ki jai. So tomorrow please come for the last class before Delhi on Upadesamrta. I want to announce at once, so last chance today also, please, to write your name on the bus list. Only if your name is on the bus list, you will be able to board the bus. Только если ваше имя в списке, вы сможете войти в автобус, поэтому, пожалуйста, напишите.
My Dandavat pranams to the lotus feet of my holy masters. Neatly the wisdom Vishnupadas tells at the seasons, the Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Om Vishnupadas tells at the Srimati Krishna Pirita Karani, Om Vishnupadas tells at the seasons. Bhakti Vedanta Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj, Sanyasikan, Sisi, Rupanukuravanta, Vaishnavas. So we heard beautiful teachings of Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Upadesamrta. There are expert pearl divers. They can dive on the bottom of the ocean and find the treasure pearls lying there. So in the same way, Sri Rupa Goswami, he could dive in the heart of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and find all these treasures, these teachings by Mahaprabhu's carrying in his heart. So in this way, we are tasting these beautiful teachings of Sri Upadesamrta. So I want to little bit put more light on the teachings of controlling the mind, as Maharaj was also speaking about. Sometimes we become depressed, the mind is so restless. I just accept it and wait maybe that Gurudev can give us mercy, that I can control it, because it's going here and there. But still we have to practice, we have to do something to get the mercy. Like Mother Yasoda, she wanted to bind Krishna and she could not, but she didn't give up. She was determined, she was fixed in her mood, today I will bind my son, no matter what. So every rope she was getting, every time 2 fingers too short. But finally Krishna was watching, and she became redder, she started to transpirate, and then Krishna gave the blessings. And then the last rope she could find that was bound her hair, she could bind Krishna. So these 2 fingers we always have to remember. We have to do endeavor, we have to practice to control the mind, and then the Guru can give us blessings. If he sees, yes, you have done, you have practiced, now I give you the blessing. So in this way, we should not only wait, okay, this mind is uncontrollable, I have to accept it, I cannot fight with it. No, we have to do something. So one advice I can give, what we can practice, is during the anik, during our Gayatri. So we should tell the mind, take the mind, you can go everywhere the whole day, but during this anik, during the Gayatri, you stay with me, you'll not go anywhere. So it's, 10, 15 minutes, 3 times a day. So we should force the mind not to go anywhere. That gives so much benefit. It's only a short time of the day, but we should be fixed in this. First of all, it's such a treasure that we have received from Guru, this mantra. So we give so much respect to the mantra, and if we let, even during this short time of the day, the mind go here and there, then there is no respect for the mantra also. But also we show that we want the fruit of these mantras. So this is an advice, we really should take very serious our Gayatri. So we have to understand what is the deity of every mantra. Every mantra you chant has a specific deity, like Brahma Gayatri is Srimati Radhika. For the men, we meditate on a specific or a certain pastime of Srimati Radhika. We can meditate, pray for her mercy. So this mantra also, we have to clearly listen to our mind, that we speak it nicely, like Gurudev has given us. So in this way, keep your mind at the mantra, at a certain pastime related to the mantra. Like Guru mantra, you meditate on Gurudev's lotus feet, what he gave to you, his pastimes, his acting. In this way you make Sambandha also much, much stronger. But if you go, you like your mind go here and there, then this is such a waste of time. So the Gora Gayatri, you meditate Mahaprabhu, of course. And then Gopa mantra, you can meditate. Gurudev said, like you can meditate how Krishna is. No, I'm not saying the mantra, but you can tell. So every mantra has its deity. So you should meditate on a certain pastime related to this mantra. This is giving the fruit of this mantra. So this Gayatri time, take it very serious. Don't let your mind go here and there. So this is the advice I can give. I said utsahan, the enthusiasm must be there in the practice. That makes everything. And nishtayat, have faith in the mantra. Nishta is so much powerful. If you have no nishta, then everything becomes so weak. One time Gurudev, he gave a nice example. There was one man on a boat and he was crossing one ocean. And they were already 1 hour away from the harbor. And then one wind came and a big wave, he fell from the boat in the water and the captain didn't see. So he was swimming there in the water. But he could not see which direction is land. Because by his fall he lost his feeling of direction. So he was swimming one direction, but he thought, but maybe that way is the way to land. So then he turned around, he started swimming there. So he became hopeless. I don't know which direction I have to swim. He lost all his enthusiasm, he lost all his faith. But finally, he was almost drowning. There was one branch of a tree was coming from one direction. And he thought, if there is one branch of a tree coming from that direction, there must be land on that direction. So although he was almost drowning, he received so much faith, so much nishta, that direction is the way I have to go. So with all, he received so much more energy and he could swim that direction. So this is nishta. If you have nishta, harinam, everything is in harinam. What I have received from Guru, this association, this sadhu sangha, everything comes from that. So the more nishta we have, the more we get strength to hold on to it. But if you have no nishta, Guru nishta can be so powerful. This association is such a treasure. What Guru can give me, nobody else can give. But if you have no nishta, oh maybe if I practice this, that can help me also in bhakti. I can do this, I can try this. That is no nishta. No Guru can give what nobody else can give. So this nishta we should hold on, we should try to increase nishta in Nam. Nam has everything. So the more nishta you have, the more you want to chant. And the more you can control your mind, focus, listening to the sound, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. What Maharaj said, don't do it half, just listen to your chanting. If you have to chant, you can chant loudly. That is more powerful, without disturbing others, of course. So this is the treasure, and the more nishta we have in these things, the more you can get the fruit from it. So Rupa Goswami has given all these instructions. We can hold on, we can always pay our dandavat to this Srila Upadesamrta. Srila Rupa Goswami Padaki. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.